Albertan separatists have met with the Trump government and asked for a $500 billion line of credit, with the Premier of BC calling this treason. So what's going on here? The Albertan separatist movement is adjacent to the convoy movement, and it seems as though it is receiving support from some US Trump officials, in a move that is very similar to what Putin had done in Ukraine prior to his invasion. And while Danielle Smith has not outwardly endorsed the separatist movement, she has done a lot of things to make it so that they are more legitimate, with her fellow conservatives across the country calling her out on that, with Doug Ford urging her to denounce Alberta separation, either you're with Canada or you're not. And it should be noted that this is not the first time an Albertan conservative premier has done something like this. The last conservative premier was Jason Kenney, and Jason Kenney did a lot to placate the far right in his party. But no matter what he did for them, he was never far right enough. And as he was being booted from his own party that he helped to form and get into government, he said, "The lunatics are trying to take over the asylum," referring to Danielle Smith and her cohort. So a former Harper cabinet minister is saying that people like Danielle Smith are the lunatics who are too far to the right. And now Danielle Smith has people who are to the right of her who are trying to separate Alberta from Canada. And it should also be noted that the yearly Conservative Convention is happening this weekend in Calgary. And while the federal Conservative government obviously does not endorse or support the separation movement, there are a lot of adjacent ideologies, with many Conservatives mentioning how this is something that Pierre is going to have to navigate. Generally speaking, Canadians, including Conservatives, do not support separation. But how do you avoid isolating part of your voter base when your voter base is split into two completely ideologically different groups?